Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Pac-Man. Waiting! 52, come on! I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Jim. What's up?
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down past the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's checking. Kill.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Dexter Lawrence coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
First down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
It's a big up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Robert Kimdichie. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on first down. Croner. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Crowder. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Leo.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And some space here. And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Hines, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Wide, get wide.
Hey, empty.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Now Wentz on third down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Back. 180.
So they'll run for it with Hines. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
6 man.
Now a give, right side. It's Weber. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On first down, Crowder. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Set it.
61, matchbox lights.
On 2nd down now, Crowder. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Then maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Broken tackle. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard... Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second and 15. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now again, right side, Weber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Let's
go. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Man 5-7.
52. Smooth. 52's the mic. You're not ready. Mike 52.
Great 57.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5-9, 5-9.
Now Wentz. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That is caught. right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Nyheim Hines with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Weber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Check 43. 82.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing. Wait up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Ridley, 81 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Oh, you got deep?
Man, I got you.
Hey, high 7.
51 the mic.
You don't know no better.
Kill.
Look, squeeze.
Hey, turn it up.
Be grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones on the catch. It's Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Jones on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Jones operating from the gun. Trotty. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give, right side. It's Weber, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Right here. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 180! Sunday!
Yo. Yo! Alert flare!
Look at that!
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey, pick your game up.
My 55. 5.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 2nd down, Crowder. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Oh, this looks like a free play for Bridgewater. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Weber, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Slam, slam, slam.
Kill.
Now Wentz. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
52, come on. It's coming this way,
Here
Here we go.
Sunday.
No, check that. We're gonna make
Hey, Charlie.
Check. 52's the mic. Watch me.
Sunday.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, wahoo!
Hey, tight.
Porky, 82, Porky.
Mike Bartu.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deion Kane, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Keep it up, guys. Watch out. Any weapon.
They'll run on first down. Crowder And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Get in the weight room.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. They run again with Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They probably don't need to run a play. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point. The final score now coming from Nashville. And it was the Packers able to come away with a victory. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up.